My name is Jack Coleman. I'm one of the three of us that are in Trash Test Dummies. Performing Trash Test Dummies as a show for about 3.5 years now, 3.5 years. And before that, we all spent 3 years at NICA, which is the National Institute of Circus Arts, where we all trained together and first had, we were in a show called Lucy and the Lost Boy, which was at NICA. And we were given these roles as the sort of clown, garbage men sort of dude, where we had basically 3 little bits that were in the show. And apparently the show itself wasn't very good, but our clowning bits in the show were an absolute highlight. And so once we'd finished NICA, we took those little bits and made it into an 8-minute version, and we performed that 8-minute version at the Mullumbimby Circus Festival, and it went off there. Everyone loved it, and so we thought, oh, there's something in this, so we decided to make a whole show. There's a couple of great things about contemporary circus, which is that for me personally, I get to do what I love and showcase that with lots of different people, which is just amazing. You get to present your own work. And a lot of the things too, when we've done a fair bit of touring to smaller communities at the moment. That's why actually I'm the only one here, because the other boys are in Western Australia doing regional touring at the moment. And it's just really great to see those sort of, the love from those little towns and communities and stuff. And you just spread so much happiness and joy, because they don't get a lot of entertainment out in those sort of places, and they don't see a lot of stuff, especially live shows, you know, it's all just sort of TV and that. So then you can go to like all these little regional communities and towns, and you just bring something there, and you just get such a warm reception from everyone, and it's really special. It's really special like that. Lots. Keyword lots. So as I said previously, I spent about 10 years doing gymnastics as a younger person before I went to NICA. Jamie is also the other guy. He did 2 years at circus school in New Zealand, in Christchurch, before he came to NICA. And Simon was a youth circus boy growing up as well. So we've all come from different backgrounds, but quite a lot of training going into that anyway. And as I previously said, we then spent 3 years at NICA at circus school, which is full-time training, like 8:30, 9 o'clock until 5 every day. A couple of other things that why there's a lot of dedication and it's really hard is because we sometimes do long seasons. In Adelaide, at Adelaide Fringe, we were there for 5 weekends, but we did 36 shows in that time. So it's a show every day, and on the weekends, like Saturday and Sunday, and sometimes Friday, we were doing 2 shows a day. So it can be really hard. You need to be fit and doing lots and training lots to be able to keep up with those seasons and this, that, and the other. And even at the moment, while I'm not currently on tour, is because I have a little shoulder injury. And that is another thing that's really hard about this sort of line of work, is that you do have to manage your body and manage your injuries, because you do dedicate so much time and so much training and this, that, and the other to doing all these things. And then if injury happens, you just got to take the right approach and do the right things. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough, but it's rewarding. And my most thrilling one in Trash Test Dummies was when, right at the end of the show, because there's 3 of us, Simon and I come together and we have a big slow motion cuddle. And then Jamie turns over and looks at us and then gets really sad because he doesn't have anyone to cuddle. And then so he normally goes towards the bin and goes to cuddle a bin. But in this one show, this tiny little boy, maybe 2 or 3 years old, I don't know, tiny little boy, steps up from the front row, walks out onto the stage with his arms open like this, and gives Jamie a big cuddle. And it was magic. It was absolute magic, that show. It just really was the icing on the cake for the whole show and that whole performance. It was amazing. I think it has become such an important form because, as I was kind of previously saying, there is a lot of demand for it these days, and there is a lot of push for it. And there's a lot of arts festivals really all over the world that, being in Australia, sometimes it is hard to get to, but even within Australia, within Melbourne especially, there's lots of push for it. And overseas, especially, like, you guys, UK and Europe and everywhere like that, there's lots and lots of places that really want it. It's become so important as well because contemporary circus, people are valuing it a lot more these days. That's kind of what I was saying before. It used to be just traditional circus, big top. I want to see the elephants and the lions run around in circles. I'm so excited to be coming to Worthing because I've never been there before. So that's always super exciting for what we get to do. We get to go to all these places. So coming to Worthing will be amazing. Getting to meet a whole lot of new people, super exciting. I've been looking at all the promo and stuff for Worthing and it all looks amazing. And some of the shows there are going to be absolutely fantastic. Yeah, to meet the Hogwarts guys again, that's going to be really exciting to catch up with them. And yeah, basically just to come over and perform over in Worthing is just going to be super exciting. I've heard so many good things about the festival already. So yeah, it's really, really exciting. So Hogwarts and Occam's Razor I definitely know from Edinburgh last year. And the rest of the shows I'm just hoping, well, if you guys have good taste, you got us. So all the shows must be good.